of you here enjoy shopping? I mean, grocery shopping. Can I have a show of hands, please? For those of you who love it, I am with you. And for those who don't enjoy it, wait till you hear me today. Madam Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. When I was growing up in India, I had a totally different experience of buying groceries. Once, my mom asked me to buy some spinach for her. I thought, how difficult is it to buy spinach? So I went to this market near my house. We had street vendors selling groceries in the baskets and on the carts. And this place was packed with people. And it was so noisy, with the vendors shouting to get attention. Apples, 4 for 1. Juicy oranges, come on here. I can describe this market in one word: chaos. And in this chaos, I managed to buy spinach. Or I should say, muddy spinach. After all, we didn't have the luxury of the triple washed produce that you get here. When I went home, my mom wasn't very happy when she learned the price that I paid for that muddy spinach. She said, "Sangeeta, you are absolutely clueless of what the market prices are. What good is getting an A grade in macroeconomics if you fail in everyday haggling?" Mom was right, but I think I must have missed that lesson on spinach in my macroeconomics class. A few years later, I landed in the United States. I still remember my first trip to the local supermarket. As soon as I entered, I knew exactly why they call it a supermarket. I had never seen a bigger store than that in my life. I thought, clearly, people in this country must be eating a lot. The first aisle I went to was where they sold the breakfast cereals. Now in India, breakfast cereal meant cornflakes and oats. That's it. But here, I was amazed at the variety they sold. That is why I get late to work every day. I stand in front of the pantry where I have more than a dozen boxes of cereal. From Choco Crunch, Apple, Cinnamon, Maples, Cheerios, and I simply can't decide which one to eat. I'm a Libra, and I'm already indecisive. And with all these choices, it makes it even worse. By the way, just in time for the Valentine's Day, we have a new addition here. Hershey's Kisses breakfast cereal. Start your day the romantic way. The next I went to the produce section. Now here, everything was immaculate, well organized, and prices well labeled. No haggling needed. One thing I noticed, that the vegetables and fruits here are much bigger than what I'd seen in India. Take cauliflower, for instance. It is so big that each time I buy it, I have to add it to many dishes, right from omelette to soups to pasta the entire week. In order to compensate for all that cauliflower, I make sure that I have a bottle of Tums. You know what I mean. The next, I headed towards the dairy section. Now in India, the only milk I knew was the cow's fresh milk. But here, I was blown away with all the choices in the milk. From almond, chocolate, dairy-free, organic, skim milk, the choices were endless. But not a cow in sight. Do you think the cow is at the back of the store? One thing amazes me is the accuracy with which they put the expiration dates on the food products. It is never an estimate. How do they know that that's the very exact date? Take the final date on the egg cartons, for example. Do you think the hen tipped the farmer? My eggs are good till January 30th, 2020. Love the fact that most supermarkets here are open 24/7. But always wonder, who shops after midnight? But I'm happy to know that if I feel like eating mint ice cream at 2 a.m. in the morning, I can go to this awesome supermarket and get it. And that is why I'm in this country. I can eat whatever I want and whenever I want. God bless America. Back to you, Madam Contestant.